Hello and welcome to GameSack. Earthion is a new shooter for the Genesis from Ancient, the same people who made Streets of Rage 2 and Beyond Oasis for the Genesis, Sonic the Hedgehog for the Master System, and a bunch of other things throughout their existence. And man, is this new game awesome. So I want to review it, but don't worry, I'm not going to show anything past stage 6 or so. It's available now on Steam, it's coming in September for all the modern consoles, and the Genesis cartridge will come out in 2026. So let's just get into this awesome game. Here it is, Earthion from Ancient on Steam. This is a 16-bit shooter on steroids, and I am not kidding. If you let it go past the title screen, you get the story, which is basically aliens have invaded. Your parents were killed in the attack, so now you're eager to fight back. In the options screen, you have your choice of difficulty, number of ships, and even a sound and voice test. You can also mess with the controls. Starting the game, you're greeted with the difficulty select once again. I'm not sure if this overrides what you have set in the options screen or not. I just set both of them to normal. Then you get a cool cockpit sequence as you get ready to take off. After this, you're in the first stage. Even here, the game is pretty hectic. The gameplay is a little different than other shooters that you may be used to. You collect extra weapons, which are your sub-weapons. One button fires your normal shot, while another fires your sub-weapon and normal shot simultaneously. So why would you want to fire your normal shot without the extra firepower of the sub-weapon? Well, because each sub-weapon has what's basically a life meter. It lowers if you take a hit while using it, and you can lose the sub-weapon. Firing your normal shot on its own can help you keep them for when you really need it. Collecting the green gems will help you, and you want to grab everything green that you possibly can. This will also help you power up your normal weapon. You can hold up to 2 sub-weapons at a time, and the third button switches between them. You also have a life meter. Get hit and it goes down, and you also lose a little bit of weapon power. But your shield will eventually regenerate on its own if you can keep from getting hit. This is often easier said than done. Once it lowers enough, the next hit will kill you and you'll lose a ship. You'll respawn right where you died. With so much chaos on screen, it can be tough not to get hit as the enemy is relentless. Even so, I don't think that the game is unfairly difficult. It's learnable, but you're probably going to get wrecked the first couple of times you play. It can be tricky to dodge the enemy fire, so having the life meter, or shield meter rather, really helps. Each stage has at least one mid-boss, which at first feels like the boss of the level, but then you kill it and the stage keeps going. You'll know when you get to the stage boss as the game flashes some warnings for you. These bosses can be crazy, but still lots of fun. I really like the stage 2 boss here, which keeps putting up a shield, so you need to keep destroying the shield generator. For whatever reason, this is just so satisfying to do. Oh, and you know what? The bosses have life bars, hell yeah! And just like Streets of Rage 2 and other fighting games, sometimes that life bar is longer than can fit on screen, so it changes colors. There's an item called the Adaptation Pod. It takes up one of your sub-weapon slots and it doesn't do anything special while you have it. But if you can keep it through the end of the stage and not lose it by dying or letting it run out of power, you'll get a cool shop-like screen between the stages. Here, you can choose one option to improve your ship. An extra life, a longer life and main weapon meter, an extra weapon slot, you get the idea. These changes are permanent and stick with you even if you die or continue. Speaking of continues, you only have 3. There are also some timed challenges to enjoy. Here, you can pick a sub-weapon and a stage to play. These are alternate versions of the stages, and your goal here is to get as high of a score as possible within the time limit. Basically, it's a caravan mode. The game is incredibly fun, and the challenge makes you want to keep trying again and again. If it's too crazy for you, maybe you can try the easy mode. No shame, but for me, normal seems to have the perfect balance for my skills right now. Who knows, I might step it up to hard later. Okay, I talked about the gameplay, which is genuinely awesome. Now let's talk about the graphics and the sound, which are also awesome, and also the amenities that the modern console versions will offer. The graphics in Earthion are pure awesome. Tons of detail, color, parallax scrolling, the works. I love the color and the shading on these clouds. Oh, and I probably don't even need to mention how cool the scrolling is, even though I guess I just did. There is so much on screen, all moving at 1 billion miles per hour most of the time. The organic stage is incredible with lots of creepy stuff to mow down. I love it when this scary guy chases you. Oh, leave me alone! I love the animation on certain enemies and bosses. Check that out, that's awesome. Some stage backgrounds even have cool animations like this. I love all of the simulated scaling effects that are everywhere here. It gives everything much more dimension and, well, it just looks cool. As for the audio, most of the sound effects are excellent. Pretty much everything here is a digitized sound, and mostly it's very well done. Lots of loud explosions and what have you. I really like this weapon because it has lots of deep bass when it hits. Refire! The voices are a little scratchy, but they're still fun and there are a lot of them, including mine. That's right, Yuzo Koshiro asked me to voice a line in the game. Isn't that crazy? I had to pinch myself to make sure I wasn't dreaming. But yeah, my voice is in here. I'm not gonna tell you where though. Can you find it? So, how's the music? Wow, no complaints here. Yuzo Koshiro gives us another spectacular 16-bit soundtrack. It's amazing the first time you hear each track, but it grows on you the more you play the game. It really gives the stages a lot of energy, as if they didn't have energy to spare already. Make no mistake, this is another classic soundtrack, and I can hear nods to other games. For example, there's a Gradius-inspired score in a later stage that, well, I'm not going to show you. You'll just have to get there on your own. This game uses 28 megs of power, by the way, but the Steam download is much bigger because of the emulator shell and all of the other stuff. So let's take a look at the Steam-specific stuff. All this stuff will be on the modern console releases as well. At first, the controls didn't work for me. It really wants to see an Xbox 360 controller. I didn't want to use an Xbox 360 controller, so I tried a different pad. No matter what I did, I just couldn't get it recognized. So I was forced to use the Xbox 360 controller, and I feel that this brought the experience down a little, mainly because the controller is so hard and stiff. Get your mind out of the gutter. Anyway, this is one of the reasons that I just don't like Steam. But if this isn't an issue for you, then pay no mind to my comments about it. You can choose from several CRT filters or even create and save your own. These are some of the better CRT filters that I've seen in a game. They don't darken the visuals too much and they look extremely authentic. I hope that the YouTube compression doesn't mess it up too badly. But come on, doesn't it look pretty nice? I love how the game reflects onto the frame of the CRT. That's cool, I've never seen that before in a retro filter. The amount of picture options that you can adjust is awesome. You can also choose a square pixel mode, whether it takes up the full screen or not, all that stuff. There's no shimmering on the horizontal axis in the scrolling, but there is a tiny bit on the vertical if you look really close. A little bit of blur applied will fix that. You have your choice of a few different border styles, or no border at all. You can even adjust how the audio sounds. They did a good job with the default settings getting it to sound like a real Genesis, but you can tweak it if you like. So, is there anything about Earthion that I don't like? Well, I wish I could skip this cockpit sequence at the beginning. It's cool, but I don't need to sit through it every single time. I'm eager to get back into the action and try again. Also, I'm extremely sad that I'm playing it on Steam instead of on my 16-bit Sega Genesis. But if you don't have a Genesis, well, at least you can play this. The Genesis from my childhood would love to run this game. I asked it, and it told me, Earthion! The cartridge will go on sale in 2026, but it'll be through limited run games. So, who knows when players will actually start getting it into their hands? Maybe 2028? Or 2032? Oh well, I'm going to buy one anyway. Yuzo told me that they can't update the cartridge after its release, so they want to make sure everything is perfect by then. I guess I can't blame Ancient for feeling that way. Still, I really have to have this on my Genesis. I love horizontal shooters, and if you do, you cannot go wrong with this. And there you go, that's Earthion for you, and it is incredible. Like I said, I am absolutely 100% getting the Genesis version, even if it takes limited run games years and years and years to fulfill it. Now, hopefully I'm wrong about that and they do it really fast. I would love for that comment of mine to age very poorly, but I am definitely getting it. So what do you think of Earthion? Have you played it? And are you gonna buy it if you haven't already? And for what platform are you gonna get it on? Let me know. In the meantime, thank you for watching GameSack. Hey Sega Genesis from my childhood, how you doing?
Real good, Joe. Real good.
Do you like playing video games?
Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing I know how to do.
What game would you like to play now?
Earthion, the new shooter.
Sorry, not yet. You're gonna have to wait a little while.
Oh man, I want to process that code so badly.
Well, how about Mystic Defender?
No, I'm sick of processing that game.
Aw, come on.
It's so basic. Why do you keep playing it?
I honestly have no idea.
I'm not gonna run that game for you. I refuse.
Well, I'm afraid you have no choice, my friend.